fundamentals by definitions are things that we can't play the game without, right? So what we're going to be going over today is things that we can't do, okay, jiu-jitsu without. So there's only 3 areas to the game of jiu-jitsu. If you look at it like any other sport, there's a standing portion, there's the I'm on top portion, and then there's the you're on bottom portion. That's literally it, okay, there's nothing to it. So we're going to start with the standing portion. So get a partner, grab somebody, find somebody right now, your size, okay? So go ahead and partner up real quick. Okay, we're going to start standing, okay? We're going to start standing unattached, okay, from our partners. One of the fundamentals things you need to do, okay, no matter where you are, standing, bottom or top, is we need to make and maintain attachments, okay? So the goal of this is going to be, I need to attach to my partner however you want. I don't care how you grab them, okay? You need to grab them, right? You need to maintain those attachments, okay? And then your next objective is going to be to get your partner's hands to touch the mat, okay? Does that make sense? So it could look like anything. I don't care what it looks like. I'm going to grab my partner however, okay? Once I have attachments and I'm able to maintain these, I'm going to move in whatever way you want to move that you feel like is going to result in your partner's hands touching the mat. Does that make sense? Okay. As soon as someone's hands touches the mat, that's a win. Okay, and you would reset back to unattached. So then the goal again is to attach, maintain. He's going to move me in a way that results in my hand touching the mat. Does that make sense? That's all we're doing. Okay. Any questions? Once you attach, you must maintain your attachments, okay? So you can't break contact, yeah. Okay. Attach, maintain, okay, your attachments. And then your entire goal, just get your partner's hands to touch the mat, that's it. Move however you want, okay? You can grab them however you want. You can grab their hands, you can grab their head, you can grab their legs, feet, knees, ankle, it does not matter what you grab, okay? Everyone's killing it. You might not feel like you're doing good or you're doing the correct thing, but everyone's doing good, okay? I promise you. It all looks good. Okay? We're going to start standing again, unattached. My goal is going to be to get behind my partner. Okay? Does that make sense? So I don't care how you do this. You can grab him, you cannot grab him. You can try to run the fuck around him, literally. Okay? I've seen people do this. It works somehow, but as soon as I get behind my partner, okay, I win. I don't have to like attach or anything. I just gotta get behind him. You can do this however you want. You can move his hands around, okay? You can like move his head around. Don't care how you do it, okay? We're just gonna get behind our partner. Everybody got it? Any questions on that? Real easy, okay? So just think about everything that you do, every movement, every grip, every action. Let it be geared towards getting behind your partner, okay? So you should both be always constantly cut in some type of angle. Okay, so there's always going to be some kind of pressure being created. Any questions? Nope. All right, beautiful. Okay. Again, we're trying to create as many outcomes as possible, so attempt as many times as you can to get behind your partner. Even if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter for right now whether it works or not. What matters is how many outcomes we're generating. Okay, so just try. Good, guys. Breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Nice. Breathe and move, okay? Breathe and just think about your objective. What's the end goal here? Get behind my partner. That's the recurring thought you should be having in your brain, okay? Breathe, get behind my partner. Breathe, get behind my partner, right? Okay? You're gonna get to pick your attachments for this one, okay? It's gonna be between either grabbing the back of your partner's head, okay? And he'll be grabbing your head, and we grab an arm, okay? So back of the head, grab an arm. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's kind of even, okay? Or I can do where I have one arm underneath my partner's arm and the other one over. So he would have, again, equal grips. Okay, does that make sense? So you can pick either or. I don't care which one you start with. You guys can decide that within yourselves. Okay, so whichever attachment you decide to start with, okay, your goal is going to be to, 1, get your partner's hands to touch the mat, or 2, get behind them. Okay, if either of those things happens, you win. Okay, and you would reset back attached. Okay, if you want to alternate between attachments, you can. If you want to keep using the same attachment every single time, you can. Up to you guys. I don't care. Okay, you cannot, okay, as you're trying to get your partner's hands to touch, or as you're trying to get behind them, you cannot break attachments. Okay, that's the only rule for this, is you must stay attached. Okay, you're starting here. You don't have to stay here though. Okay, so the attachments can lead anywhere. Doesn't matter where they lead, as long as me and him stay in constant contact with each other. Okay, so we cannot break contact. That's the only rule. Any questions on that? Okay, everybody got it? All right, let's go. Let's get your partner. Okay, if you start getting so tired that you feel like you're gonna fucking throw up everywhere, it's all good, okay? Take a little breather, get some water, whatever, okay? Push yourself as much as you want to. It's totally up to you. But you got 3 minutes, okay, to experiment, be creative, try to figure out different solutions, okay, to get to the end goal here. On his back, okay? As the top player, probably one of the most important fundamental skills is pinning, okay? Making sure that he can't get up, right? If you're on top and this person gets up, you cannot tap him. The whole reason we're here is to submit this person, right? In order to submit him, I got to stop him from moving, okay? So we're going to start past the legs, okay? I don't care where you start past the legs, as long as you are past the legs. Does that make sense? So you can start here, 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 wherever, okay? You guys pick, as long as you're completely past the legs, okay? Your partner's going to start with the shoulders down. You're going to start past the legs. You can take whatever grip you want. You can put your hands and feet wherever you want on your partner. Your job is to hold them down to the mat, pin them, okay? Their job is to get up, okay? The only way for him to win this game is if he stands up fully. Otherwise, you keep putting him down into the ground, okay? You have to be able to pin someone and know that you can hold another human down forever, because then you can tap them a whole lot easier, okay? Real simple. So we're working pinning, okay? Past the legs. Any questions on that? Okay, again, it's gonna be a 3-minute round. Okay, the only way that he can win is if he's gotta stand up. Don't let him. Real easy, right? Any questions? All right. Okay, go ahead. We're gonna do another up bounce again from bottom, okay, just because it's a really important skill. We did that one because this is a really common position, okay? You're gonna find the more you roll, the more experience you get, you're gonna end up a lot in something that looks like this, okay? So that's why we started there. You get comfortable there, okay? It is common, but not really, but it's just very different from all the other guarded positions in grappling. Okay, it's called, okay, closed guard. It's super gay looking, okay? This breaks a lot of the rules that all the other guarded positions, okay, that you would normally maintain. This breaks a lot of them. So we're gonna start here, okay, where your partner's legs are wrapped around, okay, your torso here, legs are closed, okay? It's gonna be the same thing, okay? His job is to get my hands or hips to touch the mat. Okay, I don't care which one. If either of those things happen, you lose. Okay, you switch top to bottom. Okay, where this is going to be different, right? Normally we are trying to get chest to center of the body. In this position, it's a little different. Okay, so the objective for this one is I need to stand up. All right, if I stand up, I win. We switch top to bottom. Okay, I don't have to break open the legs or get past or any of that, okay? If I stand up fully, and how we're gonna define this and what this looks like is standing up with full posture, okay? Literally standing up. This is not standing up, okay? This is like, it looks like you're fucking twerking, okay? So you're not standing up. This is a full stand up, right? So this is how you would win the game. Does that make sense? You get here, you win, switch up to bottom. His job is going to be to, go ahead, hands or get my hips to touch, however. Okay, he wins, we switch up to bottom. Any questions on that? Real simple, okay? So again, we're just working off balancing from the bottom, okay? All right, guys, go ahead. 3, yep. How can you get that hand to touch? How can you get the hips to touch? Top player, literally just stand up. Up, boom. Don't let them. Okay, bottom player. Do not let that person stand up because that's how they win. So now we'll move on, okay, to like bottom fundamentals. So the bottom player, okay, you saw the top player. What does he need? What's really the biggest thing he needs, okay, to control me? Pinning, right? He needs to be able to prevent me from standing up, okay, getting the back to the mat, okay? So what do you think your objective as the bottom player is? To get up, okay? Or to maintain your ability to stand up at all times, okay? If you ever feel like you can't stand up, you're being pinned, whether you feel like it or not. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start, okay? Again, the top player is gonna start past the legs, okay? And bottom player, my job is going to be to get my entire body in front of my partner, okay? Does that make sense? So bottom player, you're gonna choose, okay, the attachment. So you can choose where hands are gonna go, okay? Once we go live, my job is just to do whatever I can to get my whole body in front of my partner. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions on that? Real simple, okay? So, top player, you can choose where you start. Bottom player, you're gonna choose the gripping orientation. Does that make sense? Okay, any questions? Okay, you're on. So the legs aren't in front of your partner. So your job is to get your whole body, okay? Get your legs, everything facing your partner. As soon as that happens, you're good, you win, okay? So you're gonna start past the legs, but the bottom player, you're gonna choose where you start with your hands, your grips, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, all right, go ahead, get past the legs. Okay, bottom player, you can start with wherever you want with your hands, okay? So make sure you pick something that's gonna help you, aid you towards your goal, god damn. From bottom, okay? You need to be able to, okay, preserve your ability to stand up, okay? You do that by making space, okay, getting your feet, everything in front of your partner, okay, that's gonna help. Once we have like any type of, okay, positioning where my feet are in front of my partner, we can start to, okay, attack, all right? Again, the whole goal of this, okay, how we win is to submit the guy, right? We wanna tap him, okay? From bottom, okay, the precursor to the submission, a lot of times is gonna be an off balance, okay? So we need to move our partner, we need to off balance them, okay? How we're gonna define off balancing is, and you guys probably already know this if you've been doing this with Aaron, but it's the hands to touch the mat or my partner's butt or hip to touch the mat, okay? Does that make sense? If either of those things happens, they're off balance, you can then start trying to attack with submissions, okay? So we're gonna start down. He's gonna be on both knees, okay? You're gonna have one of his legs in between the both of yours. Okay, does that make sense? This is where we're gonna start, okay? You can start with whatever grips you want with your upper body. I don't care where you're grabbing on your partner, okay? Your job is to get either one of his hands or both hands to touch the mat or his butt to touch the mat, okay? So you can start wherever you want, okay? We say go, I get that hand to touch, I win, okay? Or we say go, and I get that hip to touch or his butt to touch, I would win, okay? I don't care how you do this, okay? We're gonna start attached, maintain, get the hands or hips to touch. You guys got that? That's what the bottom player is doing the entire time. Okay, top player, again, we're starting down on both knees. Bottom player is starting with one of my legs in between both of his. As the top player, your only job in life, okay, for the next 3 minutes is to get your chest to touch your partner's chest. Does that make sense? Okay, so I don't care how you accomplish this, okay? That's all you're doing, okay? So we're not trying to pass the guard, we're not trying to tap them, we're not doing anything. As soon as you say go, I'm just trying to get my chest to touch, however I can, okay? If I get my chest to touch, I keep it touching, okay? Otherwise, I keep trying and moving forward, trying to make that contact, okay? Bottom player, get his hands to touch, okay? If I'm like chest to chest, and he moves me, I lose, okay? So keep your hands off the mat, keep your butt and hips up off the mat, chest to chest. Any questions on that? Okay.
Another question. Can you extract your leg on top, or are you leaving it inside?
You can do whatever you want, okay? But the only thing you should be thinking about as a top player is to touch chest to chest, okay? Does that make sense? So I don't want you to think, like here, if we start the roll, I need to pass this guard. That's not what we're doing, right? We start, touch chest to chest. I want that to be the only thought in your head. Touch chest to chest, okay? Forget everything else. Remember, this is a game for the bottom player to develop off balancing. So we're trying to create a certain type of pressure. Okay, the way we're gonna do that is just by trying to constantly touch chest to chest, okay? Good question. Any questions? Bottom player, you win by getting top player's hands to touch or their hips and butt to touch, whichever one, okay? And it doesn't have to be for any amount of time. As soon as it hits, boom, you're done, okay? You're gonna switch top to bottom every time whoever wins, right? So if he like gets my hand to touch, he wins, and we would switch top to bottom. You guys got that? Okay, all right. 3 minutes, use your hands, use everything, move, attach to your partner, move left, move right, move wherever, grab wherever, do whatever. Okay, yes, that's it, that's a hand. Okay, we're just trying to get that hand or hip to touch, his or half guard. Okay, and then your job would be to get everything in front of him. So right now this is the only thing that's not. That way it's more of a fair game because he's a fucking black belt and he's bigger than you. So you have to you have to scale it, yeah. Okay. So you try to pin and we're trying to get that everything in front. Now it's going to be, it should be more difficult for Kenny to do this, easier for you to do this. Once everything's in front, boom, that's a win and reset. Yep. Yeah. And I get it. A lot of it's going to be, fuck, I think I'm just tired. And that's probably it. Okay. A lot of it has to do with how strong you are and your cardio. Technique does not conquer all. That's a fucking lie. The kind of shape you're in matters a lot. Okay. If you're strong, that shit matters. If you're fast, if you're flexible, all that shit matters. Okay. So. Nice, yeah, dude. Yep, get the knees in front of him. Get your feet in front of him. Get that foot in there. That's it. That's nice, dude. That was it. That was perfect. I know you're tired as fuck, and it feels like you're fucking don't know what the fuck you're doing, but it's good. Okay, you're developing good fundamental skills. Good guys. That's it. Okay, the fundamentals. Good work. Okay, any questions at all? It's pretty simple. You guys were all doing the correct things, literally. Okay. Now it's just really a conditioning thing, okay? Because a lot of you were getting a little tired, right? So you couldn't do the objectives. You knew what you needed to do, but you were like, my fucking arms hurt. I can't feel my legs. I can't breathe, okay? That just, you got to rep it out, okay? There's no way around that. There's not like a secret magic technique. It's going to bypass that. You got to get in here. You got to fucking train 4 or 5 times a week. You got to not skip the rounds. You got to grapple, roll the entire time, okay? You will get better. Shit's hard. It's going to be hard for a couple of years, but you will get better, okay? Like today, everyone did everything perfect, okay? So any questions over anything? Good, perfect. All right, that's it. Cool.